Hello everyone, it's Panda. It's like 4, almost 4 in the morning. I can't sleep. So let me tell you my experience in New York City as a homeless person for the very first time. Now keep in mind, I'm not from New York City, but I was born here by default in the States. Let me explain. Recently, I have been coming in contact with some homeless individuals that seem to be very unorthodox. Some of them have mental health issues. Some of them think that I'm stalking them because they see a TMZ logo, so they have schizophrenia. And it's not safe for my predicament to be out here trying to document and trying to videographer everything that's been going on. Sorry, I got a little... It's been hot and my allergies been... I don't know what's going on, but it seems like my allergies has been triggering. But even at night, as a homeless person, it is so difficult to keep your mental health, to keep your mentality, your mental state. But you gotta keep one eye open all the time, and it's kind of sad. So with that said, everyone, I'm in the park, and I'm trying to charge some batteries and some power banks. And I'm having a wagon issue with the wheel. So, take everything what I'm saying with a grain of salt. You're live. And everyone calls me Panda. If you're new to my channel, I'm the Panda Photographer, everybody. I'm a travel photographer, documentarian, consultant. We are facing houselessness, homelessness. And August 18th would be 1 year since we officially have been homeless. But August 10th is my birthday, which is in 7 days from now. So, if you don't mind, please do subscribe, like, and support the channel. And I'm trying to be very transparent about my situation. I'm not trying to deceive anyone or trying to force anyone to feel bad about my situation. This is not your fault. This is all on me. Because there are certain situations I could have done and prevent this from happening. Like, for instance, making sure friends are friends and making sure that we didn't spend money on unnecessary people that did not deserve, but we were too kind and too generous and too open-minded to be the person that we are today, and that is Panda. Panda is about giving you guys an opportunity to share your love, because I have no family in the States, so you guys are all my family. So if you guys don't mind, I would like you to subscribe, like, and support the channel if you don't mind. And please follow me, because I have a story to tell you. If you haven't seen my story, you may want to watch my story since 2020, since the pandemic started, since we quit our state government job due to discrimination, harassment, and a lot of other anarchy junk that should not ever happen to anyone. But I'm out here and I'm in New York City now, and I just wanted to share my experience and be very transparent about my situation. And I'm not going to try to tell you guys what to do and how to do it, but like I said, guys, I'm here to give you guys some awareness that not everyone that is homeless is a victim or a criminal or a individual that is looking for an excuse. I'm trying to share content to you guys that I'm out here doing the right noble thing. I'm not out here trying to rob people. I'm not out here trying to harass people. I'm not panhandling because someone left a comment about panhandling and I refuse to do panhandling when I have a website that sells prints. Why would I panhandle when you guys get support? Or if you want to support, There's a PayPal, Cash App, Venmo. There's Amazon links. There's links that the gear that I buy. You can help that way. But you could also buy a physical photography print that I physically, literally print out for your entertainment, just in case. And I want to show you guys that my latest is this masterpiece. Oops, if I can, yeah, that's my latest. Guys, I have prints of cities from China, Singapore, San Francisco, Chicago, Madison, Wisconsin, Vancouver, France, London, for prints. That's how you can support. Why would I want to panhandle? And I refuse to panhandle because I physically have skill sets and I have a product that people would love to buy. It's a photograph. Why would I like put my hand out and like give me your money for no, and not exchange it for something in return? So I provide content. I provide something meaningful, so you guys can understand my story. I try to provide you guys with some insight about being homeless while traveling North America. And I want everyone to try to just take everything when I experience with a grain of salt. And I'm not going to be here for a long time, but we came here to see what would happen if we stay here a year. And obviously we have seen a lot of things that happen. They've been discriminated not by just police officers and profiled by police officers. We've been profiled, discriminated by blacks, whites, Asians, because look at me. No one's ever seen someone like me before in New York City. What homeless houseless person would clean and be so fresh and so clean all the time and try to keep a stable mental health platform for themselves and actually have a decent conversation with someone without giving them off some impression that you're lying, you know? Am I lying that I'm being homeless? No. Am I lying that I travel from state to state? No. Because you can see all this on this channel. From one state to another state to another state to one country. It's like, why do you do it, Panda? I don't know. I'm 42 years old now. And I think my reason is to excite people, to be aware, have people be aware that even if you step outside your own boundary, there's always something new to visit, to explore, to experience, to learn. Because each state has something to learn. Some states have some segregation still, and some states are just like too awesome to be into, you know? But that's just my experience, so take it with a grain of salt. And right now I'm in the park and I'm trying to charge batteries, and it's like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, and this is what I gotta do to survive. So with that said, everyone, I appreciate if you guys subscribe. And I would love for you guys to subscribe, because I got a lot of stuff to share with you. Now, in the beginning of this channel, it was never about me. It was about the products of my photography and illustrating how I took my photography one step to another. It was a transition over the 10-year course. And now where I am trying, mind you, I haven't been shooting photography for 10 years. I've been shooting photography more than 10 years. I have done inline rollerblading, snowboarding, wakeboarding, and I've done photography doing that. So also practicing photography with my friends, that are from abroad, from Korea, Japan, Thailand. You know, it was fun. And the thing about that was that I had the opportunity to learn and brush up my skills, and I did. By just taking a picture of my friends and asking them to stand there and pose for me right quick. It's so important that you explain to your friends why you're doing it, because you want to have something as a security measure. You want to fall back on something that you might be skilled at. And I think photography is for everyone, and I'm not saying that everyone is going to be a pro at it, but you're going to be good at it at some point where you can teach it to someone else, and you don't need to be a pro photographer to teach it to someone else. You could be a normal citizen, your neighbor, and you say, hey, yeah, you should underexpose that, for underexpose it by 7 of a stop, you know. And you explain it why, and why if you're going to do a video, you should either use an ND filter at all times or a polarizer. That's all I'm saying. If you're going to shoot video, doesn't matter if you have a freaking kit lens or a kit DSLR or a mirrorless camera. You should use an ND filter because you want to actually film like a pro. You want to get that film look. You want to get that 24 frames. And mind you guys, I shoot 24 frames a lot because I'm used to shooting in 25 frames PAL in Japan, and I kind of like how that looks. In my personal opinion, I like 30 frames, I like 60 frames, but it's too smooth. And for 60 frames, I use that for my logs. But when I do documentaries, I use 24 frames as my documentaries. I like that film look. I want to keep it the film look that I always represent. I want to educate people about why you should keep it the film look, and why you should always shoot the 24 frames when you want to express a message across a nation or civilization. But with that said, everyone, I'm Panda. Thanks for listening. It's like 4 something in the morning. I'm recharging batteries, and I wanted to express my gratitude. Guys, I'm trying to get 5,000 subscribers. And I'm going to change the title of this video. I'm just going to let you guys know that right now. I am trying to get to 5,000 subscribers before August 10th, which is my birthday, which is 7 days from now, or 8 days from now. Let's put 8 days from now, because today is August 3rd, so 8 days from now. So with that said, everyone, if you guys want to contribute to a birthday gift, and what my birthday gift to myself is going to be, is to fix my wagon, because I gotta buy some parts. I have to buy some parts to fix it. There's a PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, and as I said, there's also a Patreon. You guys are welcome. And I am going to update my Patreon, because I want to bring down the prices of my Patreon, and I realized that my Patreon's a little bit too pricey. So I'm going to be honest about that, and I didn't realize that, because some of the work that I do and some of the products that I buy, or you know, membership fees, or it's expensive. And I think I need to be also fair to my audience and have them be reasonable when it comes down to supporting a Patreon. So I do have a Patreon, so go check that out, and I will update my Patreon. But other than that, this is the real life, and this is the reality of me coming to New York City and trying to give this city a chance. And I realize I can't. This is not my cup of city. I like how it has free Wi-Fi and everything. I appreciate of that. But Wi-Fi and the subway system is not going to keep me here. You have to keep me here because it has to be a safe city. It has to be a lucrative city. It has to be a city that where people are not going to discriminate. And so far, half the time people are being very biased and discriminated or entitled. And it seems like a lot of people are very polite or kind. And I tried to help someone earlier today because I thought he was in distress over here in the park. I was like, oh no, friend, I thought you were in distress. I was coming to your aid. He goes, no, motherfucker, I don't need you to come to my aid. I was like, I'm sorry, but you understand what I'm trying to be, a human being. And this is the thing, that you can't educate everyone to understand why you want to be a human being, but be kind. But I've had to put him in this place. And I told him, yo, you don't have to be rude, you don't have to be disrespectful, because I could put you down. Remember, I came to your aid because I thought you were in distress. And his girlfriend said, oh, no, we just arguing. I was like, that's the point. You guys are arguing and I don't know what's going on. I hear this man yelling and I came for his way. She's like, I understand. You're trying to look out for her. He's like, he ain't my brother. He ain't my brother. I'm like, you know what? You're arrogant American. Are you from New York? Doesn't matter from New York. I don't need your help. Blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you know what? It's fine. Go. You know what? This is why you can't help everyone in New York City. This is why everyone in New York City feels like they are the brave and the bold. You're not brave and you're not bold. Brave is when you come to someone, and bold is when you continue to do it. Because you know it's the right thing to do. And I just tried to help someone today because he was yelling. Everyone was like literally walking towards his way because we thought he was in distress. And it wasn't the only person. And then these people in the park was like, oh, that's fucked up, dude. I feel bad. You try to... I was like, it's okay. I was trying to tell the people that was sitting in this park earlier, yesterday evening, like, it's okay. Because it goes to show you that, like, next time he's really in distress, he's going to need that help. No one's going to come to his aid. See? Bad karma. It will come back to haunt you, friend. So don't treat people with disrespect when they came to your aid. But then again, he was arguing with his girlfriend about money and drugs. So I didn't know until I got her there. And I realized, like, yeah, but that goes to show you that, like, my heart is open, but it's too open. But with that said, everyone, I'll talk to you guys in the next one. See ya.